Hello, Christian woman. Hello. So I'm sitting in a restaurant, just enjoying my meal a few days ago with hubby, when I hear this woman say, no, multiple times. So here's the scene. It looks like it's a work function of some sort. There are people gathered around these little tables, and then there's these dinner tables. And they were all gathered and just talking loudly amongst themselves. And you guessed it, talking loud enough so I could hear. This guy kept telling this woman, we're going down the street to this hookah place after this. You want to go? She said, no thanks. He kept asking multiple times. This went on. He kept asking, changing the ask in different forms. For example, it's not too late. Just meet us there or come with us. She said no a few more times. And eventually she walked away. This went on for a minute. She got several feet ahead. And his associate that was in the group ran after her, touched her on her arm, whipped himself around in front of her, blocking her path so that she stopped because he stepped right in front of her. He goes, come on, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Just come out for a little while and then you can go home. She said, no. He leaned in. It's okay. Just for a little while. It's just down the street. She said no again and ended up walking away, leaving him standing there. And then he walked back to his friend. There must have been 7 to 8 no's between the both of them. So look, no is a full sentence. We've heard that before. It's not a suggestion. It's not an opening for debate. And it's definitely not an invitation for, in this case, his associate to plead his case like they were in some kind of romantic courtroom. When a woman repeatedly says no and a man still pushes, that's not pursuit, that's pressure. And pressure is not flattering. Jesus literally warned us, different context, but he warned us, Matthew 10:16, I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as serpents and as innocent as doves. You can be kind. Translation for this context, you can be kind, but don't be naive. Now look. It goes both ways. I've said it before. Let's be clear. It goes both ways. I've coached men also who didn't recognize the wrong fruit either. Some got involved with women who were manipulative, possessive, even violent. Ignoring red flags isn't a gendered problem. It's a discernment problem. If someone's interest feels entitled, feels like control, or their persistence feels like pressure, it's not okay. Time to walk away like that lady did. Scripture reminds us, Proverbs 22:3, the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep moving and pay the penalty. Use this within context. A wise woman trusts her instincts. If a situation doesn't feel like pursuit, but instead feels pushy, aggressive, manipulative, that's a red flag, okay? In this context, this man's character were revealed through his actions, not just words and persistence. So, quick takeaway, for all I know, this guy was just doing what he had learned to do. Perhaps it was drummed into him from a young man, from people in his family, his culture, his community. Don't take no for an answer. Or maybe someone taught him as a young man or a young boy. When a woman says no, they really mean yes. And he's been walking around with that narrative. That is a reality. A lot of people are walking around with an internal narrative that doesn't work for them. They don't even realize they're doing it sometimes until you say no. It's okay to understand people from their background, but you have to draw the line that if they can't have the ability to pivot and read the room, that's a red flag. They're locked into a belief that they haven't learned is not working. This is crystallization in thinking. They are crystallized, frozen in their thinking. Okay, so that was just a quick stop by. I gotta go. Again, align this with your own personal experiences. Always look at the full context. Always look at all the nuances and trust your instinct. That woman stuck to her no for a reason. I don't know the whole picture, but I saw and heard what I saw, and it was just a great example to share with you today. All right, gotta go.